Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. It's me, Just Be Audrey Elaine. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I think I got it right. It's probably on the right side. I'm not sure. But thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell so you can be notified of when a video journal is up. Everything is up. And make sure you like and comment. I thank you guys so much. We are the Just Bees. Remember, like, just be who you are, your God-given name. And we're going to, like, continue growing in being a purpose. So, tonight, I got to say the date. It is July 15th, 2021. Sorry, my cat wants to come over. And I say the date because this is like a live journal for me. So it's literally like if I was writing, I would write the date and the time and everything down in my journal before I even do anything else. So a lot has come to me today as far as, man, I'm like, you are at a peace and you keep saying it, but like, do you need to keep saying it? And for me, I was like, yes, I need to keep saying it. So if we are at a peace, like, why not? Like, I find it like this. If it was something going on in the wrong areas of our life and negative, why is it we feel the need to kind of talk about it and talk about it often? So why can't we reverse it and do it in a positive thing? So if we are in peace and if we are comfort and we are in purpose and we are just moving forward, talk about it. Keep on talking about it. Don't sell yourself short on it. And I had to say, you know what, that's a good thing. Like, I am so grateful now. I am so, man, I was just laughing today with a young lady because you just never know who is like going through something and is touched by, your presence, just you being there. This lady comes in and I talk with her every time she comes in to shop. However, today was just different. I don't know. I just was like, okay, let me talk with her different than how I normally talk with her. And you can just tell that it was more to it because she asked me like, what's going on with you? And I started like explaining to her, oh, like I'm getting myself ready because I'm about to go away. So that's the surprise for you guys. You guys won't know exactly where until I put, my live journal up and just show all you guys so you guys are coming with me. But she was like, there's something different about you. You're like smiling and like, you always smile and everything, but there's just something totally different with you. And I was like, I got peace. I got peace. And she was like, hey, well, it looks good on you. And I have to say, well, thank you. And it's just a wonderful thing to like have it, you know, man. So her and I got to talking, and I was just saying, like, yeah, I'm about to go away. I'm about to, just relax. I'm going and I'm going to be in my prayer closet. I just need like some peace with in my peace, if that makes sense. But mainly, like, I'm in peace. And I thank God for it. So I want to get more in tune with Him. So I'm going to a peaceful place where I can just be calm and thank Him. Like I am like so grateful for it. I am excited and I am like calm because I know that it's going to be a purpose of, see, you can go and you can do stuff on your own. You know, it's one thing being, you know, here stateside and doing something on your own, but I won't be stateside. I'll be somewhere else. But it's more so the fact of like, man, I get to go, and some of the first things that people may do when they're going away on vacation. Mind you, this is my first one ever, but I instantly knew that this was my prayer closet vacation. This was my vacation to come and get more into God's word. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm going to have fun. I have stuff planned out there, but I am enjoying. I already know I'm going to wake up calm and peaceful and get right into my everyday flow and making sure God is the first for me. And that's what we have to do. We have to make sure, first of all, I'm going to tell you this. If you have never been on vacation, I haven't even left yet, but take a vacation for yourself. This is like, so I took, you know, it wasn't really vacation, but I went away back in May. I went up to Pittsburgh to visit with my sister. It was her husband's birthday and their wedding anniversary. And I also went and see my mom and pop. And that was a vacation, but nothing like this. And I already have another one planned out within like 2 weeks, and then another one in October, and then another one at the beginning of the year. And I am going on vacation and stuff because I want to just, you know, take my kids to experience some stuff. This one coming up will be where's by myself. And the ones at this year will be by myself only because my children are newly in their employment and can't take off. So, yeah, we're planning. Well, I'm planning. They don't even know about it, but I'm planning to take them away in like February of next year, 2022. Where it'll come. But I just know that I want to take my children to just get a lot up off of them for a moment. For them to just be, you know, in peace because they deserve it. They deserve it. So I'm going to do that. And I say for you, plan yourself some vacation time. You know, it's nothing like taking vacation and being still at home. But I have done that before, and it really wasn't a vacation because what I did was I got to cleaning, I got to doing all this stuff. And don't get me wrong, that is something that needs to be done, especially when you're working like jobs on jobs and have a lot going on. You don't always have where you can, you know, get to doing and knit down, you know, really getting things organized in your house. But this vacation, I don't even plan to get up and clean anything other than myself, my body. I don't want to clean anything. I don't want my brain being on what has to be done next. Like, yeah, I really want to go and vacate and do nothing. For me, actually, you know, going and making sure that I stay in my word with God, to me, that's a must, no matter where I am. And we have to make sure we do that no matter where we are. So I wanted to come on and inspire someone to just take a vacation. I used to always be thinking that, oh, I can't because I have this I gotta do and that I gotta do. When I tell you, it came, and it's been a while. I didn't just do this overnight. I planned this out for some time, and I've been finding if you actually plan things out ahead of time, it's not stressful. It's not where you were like, oh, it costs this amount of money, I can't do it because I got X, Y, and Z. I was still able to get all bills and everything paid because I planned everything back out from December to now. And it was something for me, you know. But I love it because I the sacrifice of things you have to do of like, oh, I don't need to buy that because I need to, one, definitely make sure, number one, you give up your tithes. And I want to say that is fully how I was able to do this. Trusting God, sacrifice, man. And then after that, I, did offerings. We made sure I offered up. God, yep, we have that too. Then I went and I made sure I paid for living, my bills. And then after that, I started, putting up things more money for the trip. So I thank God for it. I truly thank God for it. When I tell you, I am like so ready to just do nothing. But like literally so much at the same time. I want to keep on here and tell you that it is so possible for you. One, we all know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody that goes on vacation and all of that stuff and know how to plan it out. But if you are looking for travel agents and stuff like that, that is right up your alleyway, and it's affordable, I can give you the information. Why not? Share the wealth. I don't believe in, oh, I don't know where you can get information from or that. Nope, we don't do that. If I know, I will definitely let you know. You put it in there, you want the information, I'll let you know. The young lady is really, really good. And she's not even young, but I always say it. But the woman who does all of this stuff is really good at her job. Really, really good at it. Really good at it. Like, people be like, oh no, I can do it on my own. When I tell you she's pays special details to a lot of the things she do, oh my goodness, she does. Little things that I wasn't even thinking about, she already handled it. And thank goodness she did. So what are we going to do with just making sure, because you know why I say also with going and having this time when it's just God and myself. Now I did set up everything here in my home for my kids. I did set up, I already packed all of my husband's meals for the next couple of days, so my children, all they got to do is pack his lunch bags and all of that stuff so he can go to work. You don't have to worry about any of that. I made sure my kids have everything lined up here for them. Everything that we handle on this side here, my children, have work, so they'll be at work. And I always have like our family chat anyway that we normally do. So you deserve to go out and have fun. Audrey Lane, you deserve to go out and have fun. You out there, you deserve to go out there and have fun. Everything will be okay. You handled it right. So go and vacate. And another reason why I wanted to, I was getting to it, but end up saying that. But I need more of it where it's no distraction for me to not be rushing for work or saying, oh, I have to do this, or I have to put food together. I have to cook dinner for the next couple of days, and then I have to make sure I package it. I don't have to do any of that. Literally, I already didn't put it in my head. I'm going with God, and we go just chilling. We go just chill. We go just relax. You know, I won't have to worry about anything. You don't have to worry about anything when you just make sure God is with you at all times. You take them. I'm not. I don't have to worry about anything. He told me how to set everything up. I planned things out, and I just was like, oh, thank you, God. Instructions, and thank you because I actually followed them. So now we can get to, man, it's a wonderful thing to have where it was like, God, you got me covered, and I know that things shift. However, this came right on time for what you need me to do, because I'm also taking this time out for me to be like, okay, God, I'm going to write out some things of what I expect and desire, and I'm going to put them down in writing, and I'm going to start knocking them out. But God, you be with me with it, because he doesn't tell us to sell ourselves short with anything. So if this is something that you want to go and do, like I want to do these vacations, I'm writing all of that out. God, I want to be able to get this money together because I want to start investing in the nonprofit of getting information and people in place. Okay? Rather write it out. All right, God. So not only that, I am actually looking into changing career paths for me. So I gotta write all of that out. God, I am looking at how I want to make sure I am connecting more with people in the right way, in the right format. So, believe it or not, I'm writing all of that out. Nothing is too small for him. When people say, oh, that's just common sense, you shouldn't have to write that. No, you write it. If it comes to your mind, that means it needs to now come out and be put into writing so you can actually see it. Because sometimes we won't do that, and we'll be like, oh, I forget, I was thinking something. No, write it out, have it where you can go back into it and read it over and over and over again. And not only just read quietly, a lot of the things that I read now, I read out loud because the power is in my voice. So if I speak it out, it actually does a whole lot better for me. It will do a whole lot better for you. Speak it out. I had my 3x5 cars around the house, and I actually have one written, and it's like a little bit of ways from here. But I'm going to get it so I can read it out to you guys. All right, I'm back now. So I did my nickname, but I'll put Audrey Lane. You are beautiful. No, Audrey Lane, you are a beautiful, magnificent, godly woman. Self-love and passion are definitely what make you you. Self-love, Audrey Elaine. So it's okay to write all of this stuff out and speak it out. Read it back to yourself all the time. I'm telling you, it was covered up a little bit because I also have like a my calendar, and then right on top of the calendar I have a push corkboard where I can put things on. And I don't know how I never paid it any attention that it was covered up, but I just seen it and I was like, you know what? Wow, that's wonderful. And I'll be looking at this stuff and I'll be like, girl, you more than what you think. And because when I wrote this out, I had to remind myself of things. I will always write things that at that point when I wrote this out, I didn't see it. I knew it was in me, but I was fragile. I was broken. So I wasn't like where I am now. So I'm like, God, if I am here now at this point and reading it out and laughing and smirking like, wow, girl, you have grown, I'm going to start writing some more extravagant things, even more. Why not? We should. Because if he has already gotten me here to this point where I wrote this out in, I want to say, it was September of 2020. It was right after all the craziness. But in the midst, I remember because that's when I went to the store to go and get stuff for, where was I? And I seen these colorful 3x5 cards, and I was like, oh wow, I got white ones at home, but I'll get these color ones and write it out. You have more in you. Audrey Lane, you have more in you. You haven't even seen anything yet. God, I thank you. Man, if I don't say anything else to him, I say thank you a lot. We gotta make sure we do. Just being so grateful. I have already seen a difference in a shift in just making sure I voice it out to him. I have never felt like how I feel now. I have never, when I tell you, I used to be scared of tests. I've been taking tests and doing really well, thank God. Where I have been offered jobs. I just filled out for a job that for years I used to be like, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Why would they want me? I didn't go to college. And they was like, wait, hold up. Stop selling yourself short. So what? You ain't go to college. Fill out for the job. And how about this? Even if I don't get this position, that's not going to stop me from going back and keep on applying for other positions and staying into it. I may get told no 1,000,000 times, but it's going to be for a reason. It's going to teach me to keep on pushing. Okay, you need to grow in this aspect. You need to change in this area and do things differently. And I'm going to keep on doing it. Because one thing I know now, if someone, because I had where I had did something and the person had to kind of tell me, oh, you won't basically, need to do this differently. I asked what it is. Because I want to know, okay, how to kind of grow in this area. We have to do that. We have to be willing to ask the questions, especially when it's concerning us. Don't be just willing to just take it on the chin. Nope. I need you to tell me exactly what it is so that I can work with it, work in it, and change that then. So if for me this it was like, oh, I need you to cut time off of being, because I do a little bit of, if I am counting money, I will count money even with people and conversations all around me. But even though I know the number might be a certain amount of number, I go back and I count again. And they're like, well, you don't have to do that as much. But for me, as always, when it's money, I do it like that. Where it's like, do you not trust that it is what it is? Yeah, I do. But for some odd reason, I always still count, because when it comes to it, I just want to make sure that it is exactly what it's supposed to be. And taking correction on things, like, okay, so if you need me not to do it the 2 times, the 3 times, okay. I trust that you wants to do it. But then I had to tell, I don't know, maybe 2. Maybe 2. But the correction and the growing is where we learn. Remember, guys, there is no failure for us. It teaches us where we can change things so we can succeed. Failure for me is not failure. It teaches me how to succeed. It's going to teach us how to succeed. So I already have claimed this job, this career. It's something I know, something I worked in before. It's working with the public and working with people in areas of where I want to kind of place myself for my nonprofit. So why not? This area has already been, moved out and cleared for me. Why not? I already, when I tell you I have full confidence in it, I do. And not a cocky confidence, but I trust that if it's for me, God has it. If it's not, He has corrected me with things. Because one of the jobs that I actually went for, passed the test and everything for it. But I know for a fact that wasn't a job for me. When I filled it out, I knew it wasn't. I knew it wasn't. And she put me on a waiting list for me to be called back in. And I was adamant, making sure I'm emailing them back and forth, letting them know how interested I am in it. But to be honest, I know that that's not a job. That's not for me, because I truly believe, for me, when you work with the public, and that's mainly every job, unless you work at home by yourself on a computer and don't have to interact with anyone, you have to have a heart to work with the public. And you have to have a heart to work in whatever you are in. That's why I give it up to people who work in customer service. Like I tell everybody, you're not just a cashier. I'm not just a cashier. I am someone who works in customer service. I move furniture, build furniture, do all kinds of stuff. And I'm just a person who just so happens to touch cash. That's all. I give it up to people like us, because there's no short end of the stick for us. There's always something for us out here shopping. People shop all day long. All day long. Customer service is more than just being behind someone's register. There's customer service over the phone. There's customer service in doctor's office. There's customer service in lawyer's office. Wherever you go, you got to have a heart for it. You really do. I don't know too many jobs out here where you work by yourself. That's customer service within itself when you're working with anyone else. And if you're working with yourself, you got to talk with somebody at some point. You want a loan, you got to go talk to the loan officers at the bank. And if you don't know how to talk, no amount of money that you're going to go for can convince them to be able to give you X amount of dollars when you don't even know how to have customer service and talking, even for the things that you want. Maybe it does happen out there, but I don't see it. Don't knock yourself, don't cut yourself short. It is a gift to actually do the job you have. If you want to change it, go out there, go back to school. And if that's what you want to do, if you're not happy where you are, stay where you are, but start building for your increase to go somewhere else. Don't just leave your job. Make sure you are doing what you need to be doing so you can be going into the next thing. You know, there is a such thing, because I know someone who actually was like, well, I don't know them personally, but they were talking about like how God just told them, quit this job, this is not for you. And they did, and very successful, and very successful. And you know why that is? Because they're working in a field that is truly them. That is truly them. That's all of our dreams and desires and hope. That's mine. However, I know now I have bills that have to be paid. And not only the paying for them, because that happens, thank God. But there's more information that I need to learn within the fields that I want to have my businesses in. And it just so happened I'm in those fields. So the jobs that I have been applying for is going to help me. They're stepping stones to elevate me up. So if you want to open up something, stay within your job of what you're doing to get money, but start elevating yourself up and learning everything you need to learn for, if it's a company that you want to work for or your own company that you want to open up. You know, I have time on my hands where I can read the books and everything now to do the work. I encourage you out there, push yourself to limits. Why not? Why not? Keep on pushing yourself. You can make it. You can go through. You know, I'm breaking all kinds of things off of me by just trusting God, first of all, and saying, I don't want that for my life no more. I'm going to push through. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, I'll wait for another opportunity. Nope. I'm going to do it. And especially when things have been falling in my lap. I didn't ask for this for this job. Literally, it came to me through someone who I don't even really talk with at all. At all. Not at all. And it was like, I see how you interact and how you are, and just the type of person who, if I just go off of how you look, I think this is the perfect career move for you. And I'm like, okay. Alright. And still waited for about 2 weeks to even do anything, because I had to do the research on exactly what this position was for, and what is the purpose of it. And after I read it, I just was like, oh wow, yeah, okay. So we have a lot in us, a lot in us. Be encouraged to go out there and push yourself to go and do what it is you need to do. Keep on going forward. Remember I said, be okay with being uncomfortable in your growth, because growth is uncomfortable. It is. I'm sitting here a lot of the times where I'm like, Lord, I love the fact that I encourage myself. I love the fact that I motivate myself now. I don't really look for it, not, and let me word that right. I don't look for it from anyone else. And mainly because I don't want to give myself the short end of the stick no more. Nope. Don't give yourself the short end of the stick. Always wanting to, oh, I'll just take this one. Y'all, you go ahead and go. You got it. Step on out there. Trust me, because if it's somewhere where it's not meant for you, God is not going to open the door, because He's going to have it where you need more instructions. This is not for you. Nope, I have something different for you. Or if it is for you, yes, I need you to go there because I need you to grow in this area. Go there because it's for a purpose. You're going to have an encounter with someone else that's going to place you somewhere where I definitely need you to be. You're going to have an encounter with someone who needs me, and I'm sending you there so they can see me through you. I'm telling you guys, go ahead. I thank God for the breakthrough and just the calmness and the joy and the peace that comes with it. To literally be moving without moving. Because I just was like, God, this is so unusual for me. I've never been on this ground before. I've never had like calmness, joy, and peace like this. And I had to laugh because it's like, all right, don't get comfortable. Keep on going. Don't get comfortable like, oh, I had a breakthrough. All right, so I'm good from here. No, we going to keep on going. Because this is just a peak of a breakthrough, of just the one. There's breakthroughs for us. There's just keep on. Come on now, we got to go up and up and up. So there's more in us. There's more to us. I thank you guys so much for coming on. My daughter, girlfriend Lex, is coming down the steps, and she is like this frail little petite girl. And you should see, if it wasn't for the fact my kitten is right here, I would have thought she was my kitten because she walks so light. I am so just a peace, a calmness, and a joy, and I thank God for Him. I do. I thank Him so much for Himself. And especially, like, man, for Him to see fit in wanting me, and me sitting here like, that, your way, your will, your timing. You do it. You do yourself in me. I never, never, never thought that I would kind of be here at just this tip, this part. So I was sitting here like, well, what do you want to call this journal title? And all I can think about is rejoice and be glad in it. And the reason why I put it is because I am so happy. So I'm going to rejoice and be glad in it. Jesus. There is so much in us. And I had to remind myself, don't go thinking of what was and all of that stuff. Because you say it all this time, God is the I am. He's not was, he's never that. So speak, I am wonderful. I am beautiful. I am a woman of God. I am a virtuous woman. I am a lovely mother. I am a beautiful friend. I am a blessed child of God. I am a purpose for Him. I am wanted by Him. I am intelligent. I am amazing. I am amazed by him. You got to repeat all the positive things in your life. You got to speak them out. And even if something is happening, don't claim that. Go right into speaking affirmations about yourself. How wonderful, how brilliant you are, how blessed you are. There's more to you. I know it because we're here on this earth. There's more to us. Every day that we open up our eyes and we breathe, that's because God is breathing in us. And He needs us for stuff. He needs us for stuff. What it is, ain't got to know right now. He's going to reveal it. But please know that you're needed. Please know that. You're wanted. I really am so grateful. Man, even in rough times, I am still grateful because it's all for a reason. Man, how about this? I had to tell myself, you sitting here and you be like, oh my goodness, I'm not feeling it, like something's gonna happen. I had to learn that, no, that just could be your gut, your stomach. You could just be hungry. You could just have, gas. You could just have where it's just a moment. It too shall pass. Stop going off of what you think is going on. You don't know what's going on. Did you know before? You don't know what's going on. Don't be going off feelings, Audrey Lane. You guys out there, don't go off of feeling. It's a fact, and especially a fact when we truly give God all of ourselves and we can trust that He has us. So don't have nothing in your head of what things are going on. You're a caregiver. Be a caregiver. Let me tell you how I give it up to a lot of caregivers. I had a young lady come in today with someone in the store. That is a breed. Not everyone can be a caregiver. Like I said, not everyone can be in customer service. And it's really weird because all aspects of every career has to have customer service in it. Shoot, my pastor just said even doctors have it. And his words were the practice of medicine. They practice it. And that's what customer service is for me. Except for, how about this? That's the one thing for me. Like I tell people, I literally get paid to wake up and go to a job to be myself. In this next career that I'm going into, I literally will be doing the same. I will be going into a place of just Audrey Lane. What is your next? What do you want to do next? Write it down. We should have a whole bunch of things on our walls now. Nothing is too small. Nothing is small for God. Write big. Write out big things. Do it. So now my daughter is coming down now. Now everybody want to trickle down. One of these days I'll have my kids come on if they want. But right now this is like my journal process. My kids back me up. They support me. Like I told you, they my kingdom kiddos. God's kingdom. My kiddos. So I thank you guys so much. Man, I truly hope that you are being you, to just being whoever your name is. Don't worry about trying to get it all together right now. God is going to get you together. When I tell you I wasn't here before, man, when I look back over my life, when I look back over my life, and I feel discouraged, and even when I don't feel discouraged, when I look back over my life, I can truly say that I've been blessed. I got a testimony. Yeah. I thank God for him. I do. I thank God for him. I thank him for you. It is so wonderful that we come on here and we connect through this journal process. I cannot wait until we can have it where it's everybody's coming with a journal. We can get things up and out of us, and it's going to be like, man, the growth spurt. So I thank you guys so much for subscribing to Just the Audrey Lane. I need to see where it is. I think it's on the right hand side, but make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. I'm on all of my social media stuff is Just the Audrey Lane. I am loving me. I'm not going by my nickname or what other people will call me as nicknames or anything. I used to struggle between the two. I am still what my nickname is. However, I'm loving being Audrey Lane because that's the name God gave me. And me finding who I am and identifying who I am and not like selling myself short with the pronunciation of my name and everything and correcting people on it. Yeah. That's the Audrey Lane in me. You guys have a great evening. Make sure you love yourself. Love on someone else. Stay positive. Stay happy, joy. It's okay that you're trying to be like, okay, what is this going on with me? Stop trying to figure it out. Ain't no need for us to be alright. So thank you so much. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you share it, comment, put your name and everything in. On any of the things, you can reach out to me. I actually have someone actually setting everything up. He's going to be like my IT guy and people who filter all the comments and everything in for me. So I love you. I love myself. And more importantly, I love God. Thank you so much. Just Be Audrey Lane will be coming to you from a nice vacation spot. Sharing all of the moments and the love with you guys. You guys take care. Get some beautiful sleep. And I will see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye.